So, courtesy of Politico and AP News, Labor Department confirms the cancellation of October jobs report. So remember, we covered in another video that there were more layoffs in October than in any other October for the last 22 years. Companies were shedding jobs like crazy last month. Well, the Labor Department announced this week that it will not release its monthly jobs number for October due to the government being shut down for 43 days, which is a record. Article from Politico goes on to say that economic data is collected in two parts. One, a survey of employer payrolls that shows you the number of people who are working, and two, a survey of individual households that provides the unemployment rate. Because a ton of federal workers were not working, they were furloughed, they weren't collecting paychecks, they couldn't get the right data needed to produce and deliver that report. This was arguably the most important jobs report of the year considering there were so many layoffs. It says, quote, "The cancellation will mean that economists, businesses, and policymakers, including those at the Federal Reserve, will continue to navigate a tricky economic environment for several more weeks with only a partial picture of where things stand, until BLS can return to its pre-shutdown rhythm that observers depend on. The extension for the November report also means it will arrive after Fed leaders meet in December." At the same time, Trump is polling terribly, which we covered a few days ago as well. The important part is that most of these articles recently have been from outlets like Fox News. Let's look at some of these polls here. First one, handling of the government shutdown. Do you approve or disapprove of how they handled the federal government shutdown? 64% disapprove of Democrats in Congress, 63% disapprove of Republicans in Congress, 62% disapprove of Trump on his handling of the government shutdown. You're making the government look incompetent. You're making the government look foolish. Eventually, and this is nice to see, to be honest, eventually people are going to disapprove enough where you're kind of screwed. Like you played your cards way too early, too chaotic. I think people are sick of it. Fox News poll, President Trump's job performance, 58% disapprove of job performance, 45% of border security, 53% of immigration, 64% healthcare, 63% tariffs. These numbers don't look great for Trump to finish off his first year. They look terrible. They look terrible, and there doesn't seem to be anything on the horizon that's going to help. The shutdown is over, but there have been a ton of layoffs. Again, you're not releasing the October jobs report. How is November, December going to look? How is January going to look? Ton of layoffs regularly every year in January. It doesn't look good for Trump at the moment based off these polls. These are Fox News polls. And as this shutdown happened, you could have visited the White House to see this page, which is just a parody Myspace page blaming Democrats. The way it looks, it seems as if his voter base is finally catching on to his behavior and getting annoyed by it. It certainly can't continue like this for another year heading into the 2026 midterms. That seems like it would be a death knell for the Republicans next year. Already had a weak showing earlier this month in New Jersey and Virginia. So how long can they hide jobs reports for? Can we believe this administration's numbers? Have they been dependable so far? The almost unanimous decision to release the Epstein files a potential Band-Aid? I don't know. What do you guys think? Thanks.